Usually we hear about police detectives going undercover online to catch predators, but People vs. Preds is made up of just normal citizens with the goal of exposing people who are trying to have sex with minors. Proctor is one of those people. He was convicted yesterday, but the Yolo County District Attorney's Office tells me the online conversations started back in September. West Sacramento police officers put 45-year-old Jason Proctor in handcuffs. They arrested him in mid-September for trying to have sex with a minor, but that minor was not real.
He was chatting with my decoy, who he believed to be was a 15-year-old boy.
The online organization People vs. Preds set up a fake profile on the gay dating app Grindr, posing as a teenager. It's like catfishing to catch a criminal.
It's sort of a new concept for us too.
Yolo County Deputy District Attorney Preston Schaub tells me People vs. Preds is made up of normal citizens that use technology to link up with predators who are looking to have sexual relations with underage people.
People vs. Preds would document the entire conversation. They started off on the dating app, and then the conversation transitioned to cell phones.
In this case, the decoy said they were 15 years old multiple times, and at one point asked Proctor if he was okay with their young age. He replied, "Yeah, I'm cool." Proctor also texted about kissing and performing sexual acts. While exchanging photos, Schaub says People vs. Preds uses artificial intelligence to send modified pictures of adult volunteers.
So when, the perpetrator is saying, "Hey, can I see you? I want to see your face," they will send one of these digitally altered photos of someone that looks like they could be a teenager.
People vs. Preds is not affiliated with law enforcement, but police get involved when the decoys and predators plan to meet. Proctor came to a Carl's Jr. in West Sacramento after the fake profile suggested it.
When those people show up, usually there's local law enforcement waiting for them.
Proctor was arrested on September 16th and convicted this week. While Schaub had some concerns at first, he's glad to know the efforts from People vs. Preds are producing results.
I think the cause is good. I think they have good intentions. I just want to make sure that everyone is doing it safely.
Proctor's sentencing is next month, and he faces a maximum sentence of 4 years and 8 months in state prison. The Yolo County District Attorney's Office tells me that 3 more accused predators going through the courts right now also all started off with conversations with People vs. Preds fake profiles. Live in the newsroom tonight, Orko Manna, KCRA 3 News.
Orko, thank you.